Sitting down with the band The Maine here at 50 West SLC, 50 West Club, and a great acoustic set, you guys. Thank you for being willing to do that. I know you guys, you're a little bit weary, right? Been traveling, but thank you for
weary travelers we are. The only person that I think feels really crummy today is Kennedy. Yeah. He woke up and... Did you puke yet? Hey,
you did?
He
did.
Good. He puked, everybody.
Nice.
He puked.
It's also why he doesn't have a mic.
Fluid, or was it sort of chunky? Can we talk
what kind
about?
of puke was this?
Yeah. A beautiful puke.
A beautiful.
Just necessary.
Yeah.
What
One
color?
of those ones where you really get done and you go, oh, yeah, that's good. I want to go right into a question from Twitter right now. Are you guys doing the Warped Tour this year?
We are not doing the Warped Tour.
So when are we're seeing you guys obviously tonight, but
Yeah.
are you guys going to be touring back through Salt Lake again? I know we haven't even taken advantage of what we've got now, but I already need to know when my next fix is.
I would imagine we will be back. With whom or when?
Yeah.
With whom or when you already know, but you can't tell us.
No, we don't know yet.
We don't.
Honestly, we don't even have...
we don't know anything.
We don't have a lot of stuff that should be booked now for... Now is not booked now.
Okay.
So like a lot of the stuff.
Was that because he was sick this morning and now the puke is
Right.
over?
No, we're gonna come back. That's kind of always been our thing, is being on the road. So
Yeah.
yeah, we'll be back.
Let me go to...
That's our Terminator thing. We'll be back.
From Bryn, I think she's asking for herself, do any of you have girlfriends?
I don't.
He does.
I do.
Okay, so there you go, ladies. Now you know who to go after.
Hashtag girls. Hashtag girls.
You and 85 million other people,
85
right? Do the boys want the rest of this deep-fried brulee cheesecake?
Wow.
No cheesecake for me.
Oh.
Thank you,
No,
though.
thank you. No, I'm full.
So the song English Girls, right? American boys, they like sex too. I can't help but think that there are English boys and American girls that are not having any sex based on your guys' lyrics.
I mean,
I feel bad. I feel bad.
I think statistically there's plenty of people that aren't having sex, just based on the ratio of people.
Sure. Age. I guess there reaches an age where you get a point.
there's some algorithm we can plug it into that would figure out how many people are going without and how many people are going with. We haven't plugged it in yet. So.
Sure.
And that wasn't like an innuendo.
Under the consensual age as well factors into the whole thing. So
yeah,
really, I mean,
there's so many factors.
yeah.
It's just math.
Yeah, it's basically science and math.
And I'd actually, something that I love to do is have rock bands do math. So if we can just sit here and
Math
try and
is
work
hard.
out.
Ken, you need a mic. He needs a mic. He's the math guy.
You're not going to throw up, are you?
Yeah, I know. You're looking pretty great.
Tell the story, though, about English Girls, because I think that the background of that song is just awesome.
Yeah, I mean, we've had the pleasure of going over to the United Kingdom to play music. I think we've been there 8 or 9 times, and this was a story that happened on one of the first trips that we took. And we were all really excited to go over there because we were still 19 at the time, and you can drink when you're 18 over there, so it was like our Disneyland, or I don't know, filled with puke and stuff. Yeah, the puking
He actually
continues.
hasn't stopped drinking since.
Yeah,
that.
no. But yeah, we were, I was mingling outside of some crummy nightclub, and I was involved with a conversation. I was kind of like on the outskirts of the conversation, and that was with one of our buddies that we tour with for a while, and then another young lady, and she said that, and he said that, and here we are.
Ta-da! It's a song. American Candy, right?
Yeah.
Someone on the Twitter that sent me a tweet wanted to know, what does it mean? We're getting deep here, you guys.
Yeah.
What does American Candy mean to you?
I don't want it to get like bogged down with this meaning, and I don't want the album to mean this for people. I feel like that was why we did a title track as well.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't want to umbrella the whole thing under the idea. Basically, behind American Candy for me is kind of the soulless stuff that we're fed on a daily basis, whether it's, you know, entertainment or you know, textbook wise or what have you, that doesn't have a heartbeat, doesn't have a life, doesn't have again a soul. So I think specifically I touch on more of that in the actual song, but the record, I really wanted to have the whole thing remain optimistic and positive and sincere, and so I think that was what I had used as kind of a reference line for writing the other tunes, just keeping all that stuff in mind. And yeah, I don't want it to get clouded, like thinking.
Yeah, don't let it get bogged down, okay?
Yeah, there you go.
Guilty pleasures on the road. What do you guys what's a guilty pleasure for while you're on the road?
I don't feel bad about liking things anymore.
Yeah.
Lots of Dairy Queen.
Lots of Dairy Queen.
Yesterday especially, a lot of Dairy Queen just yesterday.
Are we talking like a Blizzard, like a Dilly Bar? Let's get specific here, gentlemen.
I went Blizzard, Pat.
Same.
I
Yeah?
went peanut butter shake.
Ken's the chocolate shake guy.
Cookie dough blizzard.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
you
yeah.
guys went more than once?
A few of us.
Maybe.
Is that why
Yesterday
you're
was
sick?
horrible.
That
Maybe.
might be why.
He's like, I'm lactose intolerant, but I just wanted to be part of the
I had
band
the chicken
too.
strip basket.
We just found out Ken can't do the dairy thing, so.
So in addition to just touring, you guys have your summer stuff going on. Writing the new album. Is there a break in there at any point, or is it just heavy on the road?
We're gonna be on the road a lot.
Yeah, we don't really like sitting at home. It gets boring.
Yeah, it does get really boring.
Jared actually just is moving in, or his girlfriend's moving into a new house for him.
Yeah.
Nice.
So he
Hey,
makes her
babe.
do all the heavy lifting, but I mean, I'm sure he'll be like occupied with that for a week, and
Yeah,
we'll
but
come
it's the
over,
same-
and then
It's the same thing, though. It's like if you're home for X amount of time, you start missing being on tour, so it doesn't take long. I feel like we all get pretty bored when we're sitting at home, so prefer being on the road.
What's biggest challenge of being on the road for you guys?
Sleeping.
yeah,
Just
I mean,
because
I
it's
can-
so all
yeah.
over the place, you don't have a regular time to sleep?
yeah. I mean, I have a really tough time sleeping on the bus for whatever reason. So anxiety sets in, and I'm like, oh
Like
my
what?
God,
Like the
where are
bu-
we going? Where's the cliff? And yeah, yeah. Sleeping's really tough, especially because you're like riding the high after the show. The energy is like so much still inside of you, and then you can't go to sleep until like 2:30 or 3.
And then
do
you're
it
up
all
doing
over
this stuff
again.
the next day at like 7, 8 in the morning.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Sleeping.
Let me grab just one more question from Twitter here. There was a good one. I already got the girlfriend ones. Thanks for the inappropriate picture. I'm not going to show him that, but keep it for myself. I'm kidding. Who does most of the writings? Who does most of the writing of your songs, and do you usually base them off of personal experience? That's from Angelica.
John does most of the writing.
I do most of it, but I think a lot of the stems for the songs come from me. But with this latest album especially, went into it kind of expressing how I wanted the record to feel, and I haven't done that since we'd started. So everybody was on the same page to begin with when we were writing this one together. But yeah, I don't know. I think it varies. I think each time I write a song, I learn, my personal boundaries, where I feel like my parameters are being set, and it's a learning experience with each song, and it's difficult, but I think I've passed the threshold of being like nervous about the content and being scared to say anything. I feel like the only person I was tiptoeing around was my mother in a lot of ways. It's weird because we've spent the past 8 years on the road, so she had like this kind of like breakdown when I was just at home, and she like cried and like was like, it's so weird seeing you be a man, and I was like, I don't know, man. Yeah, so I think once I just kind of made peace with the idea that she might not be fond of everything that I say in songs, but I think it's really important to be honest, and I think that's hopefully why people relate to the tunes, because they're coming from a tangible place and some place of sincerity. So,
What's the greatest compliment you guys have ever been given about your music?
It doesn't suck.
no, I think it's really hard, but I think for me, and I think for a lot of us, it's really great to see, and interact and talk with people like you guys that showed up and didn't make Pat sing English
Thank
Girls,
you very
but
much for
sincerely,
that.
this is like the stuff that you can really kind of understand, and it's real, and it's not a tweet or a Twitter or.
Yeah, that
not
was
that
right.
that stuff
was right.
isn't good, because we've gone to a lot of places around the world because of social networking and stuff, but I think this is when it really makes sense as to why we are, one, allowed to still make music, and two, why we continue to do it. So
Cool. All right, I think that's it. Everyone give a big round of applause for the Maine.
thank you guys.
Make sure you guys, and I'm sure all of you already are, but check them out tonight at the Complex. Also, this sort of, in my part, brought to you by X96. So check out, if you haven't got tickets yet, for our X96 big-ass show coming up on the 8th of May. Tickets are available. That's 311, Rise Against, Panic at the Disco, Wolf Alice, New Politics, and another band I can't remember right now. Oh, Airborne Toxic Event, so check that out. Thank you. Another round of applause for the Maine, you guys.
Thank you.